So right now we got no jumping power. Look at this, pathetic. But if we just step around a little bit, then we actually start to build jumping power. Although you wouldn't believe it just by watching this. But we're gonna need to get a lot of horizontal movement to get a lot of vertical movement. I can't even tell if that's going up past the sky or where we're going. Ooh, but now that we've actually walked around a little bit, we can actually jump. So we can get up 5, 6, 8, 10 studs. Okay, maybe not 10. Now we can do 10, and we just gotta keep walking around like this to keep building it up. A little bit more, a little bit more. There we go. So jump power is 90. That's enough for 15 studs. Don't ask me how that maths out. I'm terrible on mental math. But thankfully we don't need it just to learn that walking equals jumping. So now we get to, ooh, whoa. We actually just jumped straight up to 30 studs there. Or 25, I guess. But now we can actually collect a trophy. So we get one of those. Oh, and we retain our jumping power. So we have 1 win, and if we get 5 wins, we can increase our jumping power 2 times every step. So thankfully we can just get right up to that. Whoop, hold on. Gotta time the jumps properly. Or can we? Okay, there we go. There's another trophy right there. And we can just keep going with this. Oh, and actually get stronger jumping power as we keep going by this. So can we actually make it up? Wow, we can actually make it up 30, 33 studs, 35? How is this 35 studs? And why can't I jump this? I guess we might have hit the limit here, but we can still fall back for another trophy there. And now with 1 more collection of the trophy, we are at 5. So now we can get 2 jump per step, which should help us level up much quicker. So now we get to 150 jump power. We can jump really high here already. And yes, we got up 35 studs. Now 40 studs is a bit of an ask. Oh, but whoa, what happened there? Did I just boost off of somebody's head? I don't know, but there's another trophy collection here, 4 more wins. Moral of the story, use other people to get where you want in life. Or, you know, maybe don't, because that's how you lose friends. Well, we're actually up to 10 trophies, so, oh, we actually didn't spend them to get this. Well, that's handy. We've also got some treadmills back here to just passively get steps. Oh, that's boring. I want to jump. And we're not quite good enough to get to those 4 trophies on our own. Whoa, you can actually see the colors go progressing there. Is there a pot of gold at the end of this rainbow? Well, we can actually get up to level 10 pretty quickly here. There we go, 190 jump power. Oh, wow, that's really trippy to just stand really close to this. You don't know how quick you're moving. But now we got it. 4 more trophies. And we didn't even need someone else for that. Look at how high we can jump. And we're not even up to the thing. Another one? Yes, easily. Now there's also a rebirth, which gives us double jump power, but we need to be level 15 for that, which we're probably gonna need to do anyway because the next thing here for level up needs 1,000 jump power. Or we are there. We need 1,000 more, but we are up to 20 wins. So that means we can get 4 per step. That's a little bit quicker. And the next one is at 50, so it's a good thing we can get 4 at a time. That should make it go by a little bit faster. How's this looking first person? Just jump right next to the wall? Oh, that is trippy. But you can also just see how high we can jump by just looking down the whole time. So this is 40 studs. The next one is 45, although you wouldn't believe it. We can't quite make it there, but it's a good thing there's no trophy thing up there, so we don't have to worry about it. Can't level up rebirth to upgrade level cap? I thought I couldn't. Oh, I guess wait, what? Oh, we needed to max out level 10 to rebirth. Do we keep the wins though? If we keep the wins, then let's keep going until we can get 10 per step on the 50 wins, because that will make my life a lot easier. Here we go, 10 per step on 50 wins, and then let's rebirth. We might lose it. Hopefully we don't. Oh, we actually did keep it, good. So now our level cap is 15. And actually, wow, I took a few paces while talking about that, and we're already level 5, 6, 7, oh, why'd I say that? 8. This is just climbing like crazy because we're getting 20 jump power per step. So already we're level 10 and we can get up to the 4 trophies right away. Plus, we should be able to speed through this. Now we're level 11, 210 jumping power, and we're at the next level. Yes, now we're on top of the lime green, minty green. I think this is more of a minty green that we're about to jump, which is, how much is that? 55 studs. But we actually did get more jumping power, so we can almost make it. And there's a new trophy victory thing right there. And these steps that we're walking on right now are crazy. They can be whatever I want them to be. Oh, whoa, we actually made it. Just barely at the edge, and we did it. 8 more trophies on this, because the next one that we need is this one, 50 per step, and we need 500 wins for that. There's also a couple of other things around here that I'm not sure about, like why is there shipping boxes? Did they not get fully unpacked before opening up this game? Well, it doesn't matter to me. I just know that 8 trophies at a time is still gonna be quite a bit before we can get to 500. Whoop, and I'm getting walked on. Get off of me. But also, how high can we jump just from the ground level? We can go all the way up to the 33 studs mark. I think that's pretty good. We're also level 13 right now, and the next level does need 6,000, so it's a good thing we have a lot of trophies to collect. So up to 55 studs. Next is probably, how much was that? Hold on, let's just fall again. 120 studs. Wow. And there's 145. Oh, there's another trophy thing right there. We are so close to it. But also look at how high we're jumping just on this one platform, and we still can't make it. Well, we can probably walk around a little bit more until we get to the next level, making our way up to 8 more trophies, so we're at 90. And I really hope we can get to level 15 before this timer ticks down, because I want to rebirth one more time before we get 25,000 jump power, which is more than double what we currently have, so that would just go crazy. Might go stupid and crazy. Well, maybe we won't, but we are over 100 wins right now. And actually, I think we might be able to get to the next level here because we're at level 14. So here is 55, next is 120, and next is 145 studs, and we made it for 20 more trophies. Oh, that is so much better. Still gonna be a little bit before we get to level 500 on the wins though, but at least we retain our wins, so that's no problem. Also, we are nowhere near the top on this one. Well, we're kind of there. And now that 25,000 jump is ready to claim, but let's rebirth before we do it regardless, because that should give us 2.5 times more on the jump, which isn't too much more of an increase, but it's still gonna be better. It is also really hard to tell just how high we are jumping at a time until we're way zoomed out, but that's also not nearly as fun. What, you don't like a dizzy background flying by your face as you're jumping 600 feet in the air? And I don't know why I stopped at that one. Maybe these backgrounds are making me kind of dizzy. Can't tell how high I'm going, but now we are at level 15. So is there another trophy claiming spot above the 20? At least one that we can get to. So there, we're at the 20 trophies and jump a little bit more. Oh, we actually did make it. And can we make it to this one? Yes, and a little bit higher. Oh, not quite, but that is where the next one is. How high is this one even? Can't tell, but there's, how many trophies is that even? Where do I gotta be to read that? 40 trophies, but we are quite a bit of ways from that. Well, at least that means we don't have to worry about that for a little bit and just get 30,000 jump power for this level to rebirth. Oh goodness. But we are at 250 trophies, so we're halfway there, living on a prayer. And there's really no spot to look that makes it easier to tell just how high we're going. Except maybe down, but who looks down when they jump? I feel like that would make it worse. Oh, you want to give yourself vertigo instantly as you leave the ground? How's that gonna work out for you? But we're actually making it a pretty good ways towards 500 trophies before we're at the level cap. So maybe it'll time out properly. I think it will. There, we're at 30,000 jump power. Let's see if this is enough to get to that next trophy threshold. And, oh, not quite, not even close. What would we even need for that? Probably the 25K jump would work here, which I didn't realize that we surpassed that. So where we're at now, when we rebirth and cash that in, that's not gonna be as good as we are now. But that's okay because we didn't need 30,000 to get to those 20 trophies. And with this, we are at 410. So it's only a few jumps until 500 trophies, which actually, what that's saying, the 50 per step, that's before the doubling. So that's gonna be 100. That's gonna look real nice. What would also be real nice is if you look into my eyes and subscribe. But one more go here, and we are at 500 trophies. So we can get 50 per step, which actually translates to 100 per step. And now we're leveling up at a very good pace again, which also puts us at 100,000 jump power. The Emperor would be pleased. And actually, I just saw that we're jumping 600 studs here. No wonder it's challenging. And we're still not even close. Well, I guess all that's left to do is walk, fall down, collect 20 more trophies, because we need 1,000 to get 100 per step. But with the new level cap that we're about to get by rebirthing at level 15, which is right there, right before 50,000 jump, now we rebirth, get 2.5 times the jump, which means we get 125 like every step. And we're just speeding through the levels here. So already we are back to level 13. And there's level 14. So now we're back up to the 20 trophy mark. And I guess we could just sit on the treadmill for a little bit until we get right back to where we were at 50,000 jump power, which actually puts us at level 16 for a new level. That should hopefully be enough to get us up that ledge. But also, how high is this right now? Oh, all the way up to 40 studs. Which sounds really unimpressive when you look at it from way back there. But we easily outpaced, so 40 there, 55, 120, 145. Is this 180? And 400. The numbers are just flying by. 600. Oh, there it is! 40 trophies! Oh, I also forgot to cash this in. 25,000 jump power. Ooh, which put us at level 17. Good thing I didn't do that before all the speedy level ups. But since that gave us a new level, can we get up to, okay, we're not quite there yet, but we're getting close to the end. There's only like a few colors left after this. And wow, gameplay paused. We're going so high, the world is like de-rendering. If I don't think about it, it doesn't exist, and I am only thinking about up. But just a little bit more, and there's 100,000 jump, which we do need 40,000 to get to the next level, but we are still getting there at a really good pace. But of course, our wins are at an absolutely evil amount. So we're just gonna stop here so it becomes nice. We must restore the balance in the world. I remember when 6 used to be afraid of 7, but now they've joined forces. For evil. It was said that you would destroy the 7, not join them. But if we just stay turned around the whole time we're jumping, can we actually see the world de-render? Just disappear little bits at a time. Can still see them. And oh yeah, there it is. It just vanishes all at once. So we gotta suffer the humiliation every time of loading in slightly. Here we go, a few more jumps and 40 more trophies. That puts us at 1,010, which means that we can get 100 per step, or rather, 250 per step, which makes the level up climb at a slightly better pace. We're at level 18 right now. Now we're at level 19 for 370 jump power, which is still not enough to get up there. There's not even a trophy platform there, so what's the point? Everything is meaningless. But at least we got verticals though. And then it's 1,000 per step, but we need 2,500 wins for that. Well, that means we're gonna have to do a lot more jumping here. Getting ourselves past level 19 to level 20 for 380 jump power, which might be enough to get to that next platform. I forget how close we were to it, which might not have been very close at all. Oh, we actually can make it. And up to the next one. Oh, there we go, for 100 trophies. Can we get higher? Oh, it's 500 right at the next one. Oh, I want it so bad. Oh, hey, I got it. Ask and shall receive. But we are not close to getting to the next one. But that's okay, I'll take 500 trophies at a time, are you kidding? I just kind of wish there was like a little side platform on the edge of all this. So you just walk up to and be like, yes, I know I can jump this high in one go. Instead, we just gotta climb the colors the long way. I can't get up this one anymore. What happened? Come on, you did it before. You did it twice before, in fact. What changed here? What kind of prank is this? Hold on, maybe if I don't touch the wall and then jump. Okay, there we go. Just, you know, grinding my face on the wall slows you down. Who'd have thunk it? There we go, a few more runs of that, and we are at 2,700 trophies. So now we can get 1,000 per step, or rather, 2,500 per step. That is insane! And we are easily breaking through these levels here. Can we get to the next threshold just at this max level here? Oh wait, it won't let us get there. Or it can. What's the level cap? It's level 25. Oh, that's better. So maybe we can get to the top of this. Jumping 2,000 studs here. I don't know what this one is. It doesn't even say. It doesn't tell you anymore. It's like, you know what? You just jump it, buddy. You earned it. But also look at that. There's only 3 colors past this one. Maybe at the 25 level cap, we can actually get there. But also we need 10,000 wins to get 5,000 per step. I think we can get this at the 500 trophy mark every time pretty quickly. There we're at level 22 for 400 jump power. It's a shame it only goes up by 10 still, but even then, it's doing a lot for us. You can just see the colors tick down until we get all the way to purple. You also gotta love how tiny the character is zoomed all the way out. But what I don't love is how we're not able to jump even close to what the next level needs, but there's not even a trophy thing up there, so we'll just come back down here and then get our way to level 23. And we're still speeding through the levels like crazy as we have over 1 million jump power. I didn't even realize that. Well, kind of jump power. We have 1 million jump. And now we're at level 24 for 420 jump power. Now we're back to the proper funny numbers. And there we are at 5,000 trophies, even though we need 10,000 to get to the next one. So we might as well rebirth before we get there, but we still got one more level of experience to go through, because this puts us at level 25. And we're still leveling up at a decent click. So we are easily getting a 2 million jump, which doesn't really translate to how much we actually jump, but it is nice to tell people, it's like, hey, what's your jump? Mine's 2 million. And then they look at you like, sir, this is a Wendy's. But there we go, maximum level. So time to rebirth, which might be a bad place to rebirth because we're on the slope, but that puts our level cap at 40, and then we get 3 times a jump. Oh, it did reset us. So at 3 times, we are getting 3,000 experience per walking thing. Might as well just stick on the treadmill while we're getting our way back there. And after a little bit, no time at all really, we are past the point that we stopped before. So we're at level 26 for 450 jump power. Hopefully this makes a difference, because my goodness, you can really see it at the beginning at the very least. And there is another rebirth after this. Hopefully we don't need it. I'm not even sure what's waiting for us at the top. Can it just be a thing that says like 1 million trophies or congratulations, you won? Oh, there it is. We're actually at the next level. So there's only 2 more. How high is this that we have to jump? Can we even see this properly? Okay, yep, it's right there. And we can get maybe halfway? Oh goodness. I don't even know if there's anything up there. Can't jump high enough to see it. But we can get all the way to the 3rd to the last color. So let's just quickly make our way to that 500 trophy mark again and again and again, especially now because the number is back. So we get up to level 28, but the level cap now is actually 40. So we got a lot of levels to go, and I'm really hoping that much of a level difference will at least get us to the top of the next color, because we are gonna effectively be doubling our level, and if we're doubling our level, that should double our jump, or at least add, you know, a lot more. All right, last couple of jumps as we are at level 30 for 490 jump power total, and also our jump number is over 4.5 million. And here, we are at 10,000 trophies, which means we can get to 5,000 per step, which is actually 15,000 per step. And now we are leveling up at a really good pace again, as we resume our jumping excessively high routine. Not sure what space program this is, but I'm glad I'm dressed for it. And we get to level 32, no problem at all. So now we get up to where we were before, way overshooting it. That's a good sign. Now, how close can we get this time? Okay, a little bit higher. And also the next trophy threshold for stepping is at 15,000. And then it jumps to 35, which is just ridiculous. All right, we are on the last level before the cap. We are at 14 million and a half jump, and then some. And also, we are just jumping so ridiculously high. We overshoot the 500 trophy layer and then just immediately pass it. We can actually get pretty close to the next level there, and then I think the top just barely rendered in there. Yeah, it just renders a whole other section of that last jump. That is crazy. The fact that it's so high up, part of it has to render in to actually see it all. And there we are at the level cap, but we still need 2 more jumps to get to that next stepping mark. And there we go, 15,000 trophies for 25,000 per step, which is actually 75,000 until we rebirth, which gives it 4 times jump. So we're actually getting 100,000 per step. Let's just not waste time and just keep running or stepping or shuffling. Our jump thing here is just going up like crazy. It stopped at like 15 million last time, and we are just easily getting up to that amount. Plus the level cap here is 50. Oh, and there actually is another rebirth passes. I hope we don't need it, but honestly, we're getting to that level cap just so quickly. We might as well just wait down here and rebirth. I'm sorry, did this say negative when it leveled up? Oh my gosh, it did. -1 for a second. Getting to the next level so fast, it's glitching and just going negative. Feeling like we're gonna get Warmonger Gandhi here in a little bit. You can claim your senior citizen card if you get that reference. But just like that, in no time at all, only running on the treadmill, getting to the level cap so we rebirth instantly. So now the level cap is 65. I suppose we could have seen if we could get to the next level on the last rebirth, but we might as well just do it here. Because just how quickly it levels up. It's insane. Because we're getting 125,000 jump power now. Since it's giving us 5 times jump, and the next one is 6. Also because we would need 20,000 more trophies to get to this last thing here of 100K per step. Ain't nobody got time for that. But here, I suppose we can see what being at level 50 will get us for jumping. Which, you know, just do it right away. Oh my gosh. We're gonna jump so high the ground de-renders before we come down again. Which 1, 2, 3 jumps up the ladder here and it's already gone. Okay, almost there, almost there. I feel like we can get this one. Jump and, oh, we actually made it. Oh my gosh, there's only one color left. And I don't even know if I can see the top. Yeah, really can't, but oh man, can barely see the last step. Whoop. Well, there's a close view of it. Jumping up and made it easily. Oh, we're level 54 now. All right, let's see how this looks. Jumping up and, oh, you can actually see the top there. That better not be the thing not rendering. Oh, wow, we jumped so high that we bounce. Jump. Oh, there is a platform. Oh, but we gotta get up there. How close are we to that? We might be able to get that just at the next, you know, jumping. Oh, but we can fall so far, so fast. Oh, bam. And then a bounce. Might as well just go the long way down so we collect some steps on our way back to the treadmill. Kind of surprised we didn't ragdoll off of that. But whoops. I was gonna jump on the treadmill. That was a mistake. Okay, solid ground, running a little bit more. All right, here we are at the highest level that we can get to, 65, 100 million jump on this little thing here, and that's as high as we can get before rebirthing. I really hope we don't need it, but we're gonna go. Oh man, we can just skip so many levels, even this late in the game, but we're gonna go for it. All right, here we are at the last little bit, and then we jump, and no, we're not even close. So I guess we got a rebirth. Oh, that's tragic, but at least we got 6 times to our jump. Let's just get all the way to the cap and see how we do. So we get to a nice level and then some, which we still have quite a bit of then some to get to because the level cap is 80. And when it's this high of a level, it actually does slow down a bit, but we still got it. Time to see if purple is still presenting a challenge. And oh my gosh, we actually can jump so high the floor or the bottom level just de-renders, and we just bounced 2 levels. That was on a bounce. Oh, this is getting insane. I mean, the fact that the highest point does need to render in should tell you something about how high this actually is. Okay, last level here. You can actually, okay, maybe it doesn't render in, but you can actually see it right there. And then we jump. Oh, we made it! Yes! And we surpassed it by quite a bit. Wow. And there's 1,000 trophies waiting for us. But we would still need to come up here 20 times to get to that last level. And it doesn't even matter what the other rebirths have in store for us because we made it to the top. But instead of just collecting that and teleporting down, I do want to see what it's like to just jump straight off the top here and then go all the way back down. But we have done it. Okay, that's so high. It just de-rendered, and now we're lost in the void. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Subscribe for more so you don't miss it, and we'll see you in the next one.